First of all, welcome to the club.
Thank you very much.
How's it going so far?
Good. Yeah, loads of new impressions and new people. So yeah, it's been great.
So for context, what we try and do whenever we do these podcasts is make sure that if you listen to this when it comes out and if you listen to it in 6 months or a year, it's still just as relevant. But as we speak to you, you've been here, what now, a couple of weeks?
Yeah, no, 1.5 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first walk into the club, first impressions?
No, obviously with the new training ground, everything looks very, very professional, and that's the feeling you get right now from the club, with the ambition to move forward. So yeah, only great.
You know, when people talk about ambition, when I'm a football fan, I'm obviously not a former footballer, and people speak about ambition, but when you're a fan, you don't know what that means. What is that practically like as a footballer?
No, I think it's come down to the day-to-day work a lot, to set the standards very high in everything you do, and have a clear goal to work forward to, and set those standards every day.
And when we hear about a training ground making a difference, when I speak to the other players on the Potters Pod, they always tell me about the training ground being that good. Why does it make a difference? Do you know what I mean? Why is it important to you?
No, obviously it's the place where we spend the most time every day, with trainings, recovery, food, everything around it. So I think even the training ground is much more important than the stadium, for example, even though this stadium also is very good. But that's not the thing. It's like the day-to-day work, to have the feeling that you can go in there and give everything on the pitch and don't worry about anything else. It's only what you can do on the pitch, and off the pitch you are settled for sure with this kind of environment.
There's loads that I want to talk to you about, but one of the things before we get into talking about your life and your career, I want to talk about when you first decided on Stoke. I imagine because of the season that you had last season and the career you've had until this point, there were many options. At what point did Stoke not change from becoming an option to being the option, the one that you wanted to join? Was there a conversation, or take me into that process?
Yeah, obviously I had the conversation both with the gaffer and with John, about everything basically, about the club's ambition, like we talked about, where they want to be in the future, and also I told them my ambitions and where I want to be, and I think even from the first meeting was a really good match. Then it took a couple of weeks more, but in the end I was always in mind to come here, so I'm very happy we come to that in the end.
Was there one conversation or one thing that tipped it over the edge?
No, but obviously I think it's the whole package, of, like we talked about, with the training ground, with the ambitions of the club, and then obviously the gaffer and John, what they saw in me, and so everything feels great.
And you're not the only Swede at Stoke City.
No, exactly. No, so it's really good to have Viktor here. Obviously, he's not here yet, but I had loads of conversation with him about the club, and he's always been very positive about it.
I don't want to know the things that he told you about how he sold the club. Who or what did he warn you about when you first came to Stoke?
No, nothing really. I think he tried to sell it in as much as possible to get me here, but like I said, it was for me a pretty easy choice. So nothing to worry about really.
Did he tell you about Frankie Fielding?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
But
about
he was
Frankie
very, very, very positive about Frank, and that's also my feeling. He's a very, very funny guy who takes care of the locker room very good, get the group together and get all the new players in very easily. So it's been very easy to settle already in the group. So I'm very happy with that.
You've played for a few different clubs. What's it like when you first walk in? You know, on that first day, when you first getting to know your teammates. What's that like?
Obviously it's hard because you have to find connections and try to get into the group. Obviously now with me done it a lot, it gets much easier the older you get and the more times you do it. So I think for me now it's pretty easy. Also when you already played in the country for a few years and you know the players from playing against them and like that. So but especially for young players, I think it's very underrated. It's very hard to get in, especially if it's your first move out of a country. Like for me, when I moved to Italy when we were 19, it was unbelievably hard off the pitch, and that I think affects you also on the pitch, that you don't feel 100% comfortable. But it's a thing of experience, I think.
You played with Ben Wilmot.
Yeah,
Udinese.
exactly.
Did
Yeah.
you both remember each other from that time?
Yeah, for sure. No, we had quite a good relationship also there, because we
You'd
were
been
both
about the same age, wouldn't
yeah, we were both young. We were like 18, 19 at the time. So we were both pretty new to the country, and obviously he coming from England, it was also, I think, difficult for him in that sense. So yeah, I know him from before, and he's a lovely guy.
Had you kept in touch in the time, or was it? One
No, really, just like when we played against each other and like this. But yeah, obviously followed him, and now he's been here for a long time. So yeah, I'm really happy to rejoin with him as well.
When you first got the phone call from John Walters, did you ever tell him that you used to play as Stoke City and him on FIFA?
No, not really. Obviously, sometimes I think in Sweden, Stoke has been a huge club for a long time, with a great, of how they play, always been a myth of how hard it is to play against and like that. So that stuck with a lot of Swedish people, I think. So yeah, when they were in the Premier League at that time, with Peter Crouch and Walters, for example.
Rory Delap.
Yeah, so it was a very, very popular team in Sweden.
Yeah, because I was speaking to some of your friends, and they said you used to spend a lot of time playing as Stoke City on FIFA. Is that true?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a funny coincidence, to be honest, because we usually played Premier League teams against each other. Then you always had to randomize what teams you get, and then I end up with Stoke a lot of time, and then I started to like to play with them, and then always played with Peter Crouch and Kenwyn Jones up top, and just try to play as how they would play in the reality, so loads of crosses, throw-ins and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite a funny story.
So there's loads you know about the club just from playing on that game.
Yeah, obviously. I think to have a historic perspective on it is good. Yeah, for sure.
How do you learn how to scope people out? Do you know when you first walk into the changing room, how do you know, okay, well, I'll probably end up sitting over there, or I'm going to end up... How does it work?
No, but I think you get thrown into it, and then I think every person is different. For me, it's more like to go with the flow, and then see what happens. I get along with all of the boys, so it's not a problem for me. Then obviously you will find your favorites, so to say, but that takes a little bit longer time. But for what I'm seeing now, I'm really happy with the group. So
we're going to go through your career, and we're going to come back. We'll circle back to Stoke City later on in the podcast. But let's go back to where you grew up. So it is in the southeastern corner of Sweden.
Correct. In
a place called Berga.
It's a small part of the town called Kalmar. So it's about, I would say, 75,000 maybe, around that. So quite small city by the sea. Lovely summer city, but quite small.
Suburban? It's not touristy, is that right?
It's very touristy in the summer, but the winter part of the year is very quiet and easy. So I would say it's a huge city in the summer, and less so in the winter. Okay.
All this time, I'm just building up to this point where I'm going to really try and attempt to say the school that you went to. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I'm trying. Okay.
Yeah.
Funkaskolan?
Funkaboskolan.
Funkaboskolan.
Yeah, exactly. No, spent a lot of time there, many years, from probably 6 to, 15 maybe, around there. Great time. Loads of football, still lots of friends from that time. So yeah.
Your dad was one of your coaches, wasn't he?
Yeah, basically my whole youth career until I was 13, 14, where I was playing for a smaller club called IFK Berga, and then when I moved to the bigger club of the city, Kalmar FF, who plays in the first league, then obviously we had different coaches, and I think that was also a good cut for him to relax a little bit.
What were you like at school?
No, I was all right. I didn't like it too much, but I did what I had to do, and pretty average student, I would say. But more football more focused on the athletic side, I would say. Yeah, for sure.
So along with your dad, there was a coach called Hasse.
Oh yeah, yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, just assistant coach. One of my old friends' dad as well. So yeah, usually that in Sweden is a lot. The dads of players taking care of them until we are like 14, 15, until it goes into academy and older groups.
He sent a message.
Oh really?
Do you want to listen to it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Hi Svante, I hope everything is well with you and your family. I've been following your career all along and it's looked good so far. Not too surprising perhaps, considering that your father and I taught you everything we know. A big congratulations on your new team and a great opportunity to reach the Premier League. Just do what you used to do, score on the chances you get, and everything will go really well. The whole family sends the warm regards and wishes you the best of luck in the future. Greetings, Hasse.
Nice, very nice, lovely to hear.
He was very happy to send a message.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, I do this at this club also.
Yeah.
You speak to people around. And the one thing that I would say about you from the interactions I've had is everyone seems very happy for you.
Nice.
So do you think that is because you're the kind of person that is not everyone's friend, but you are liked because of the way that you are? Does that make sense?
I hope so. I try to be as a nice human as possible, or I try to treat all people how I want to be treated. And obviously, with the feedback, I get and what you've got so far, I think it's a fair. How do you say?
Reflection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I'm very happy with that, and that what type of human I want to be.
So you started at the club, was it IFK Burger at the age of 4?
Yeah, exactly.
And you stayed there all the way through before you joined?
Yeah, exactly. So I would say 13, 14 around that time. And then I also played handball at the same time, where my mother was a coach. And so in that around 13, I would say I had to choose. And then the ultimate choice was to go with football.
Handball is one of those interesting ones because in mainland Europe and Scandinavia it's obviously quite big, whereas in England it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, exactly. In Denmark, Germany, Sweden is a very, very big sport. And my mom played on a high level as well. So, and I love to play it. It's a very fun sport to play. So it was a pretty hard choice.
What point did you start to stand out?
Oh, it's hard for me to say. But when I was younger, I played as a striker most of the time until I was maybe around 11, 12, and I scored loads of goals. So I think you can see in that sense when you see the statistic, I think then you can see as a good player.
Because you were playing for Sweden under 17s.
Yeah.
And that was an impressive team when you look through some of the players that played for that team.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, even now under 19s was also unbelievable.
Because that's the thing, because when you think of players that do quite well at a younger age, they might do well in what we term to be quite well. But if you're representing your country, you're obviously standing out at the level that you were playing at. Does that make sense? Yeah. And do you want to reel off some of the names in that under-17s team? Some big names.
Some big names. Yeah, obviously when we had our best team possible, we played with Viktor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak as strikers. Then we had Mattias Svanberg, who played for Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga, and then obviously Viktor and a few other decent players.
They've all gone on to do all right. I've heard a few of them. They're doing okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
exactly. No, so we had a really good team, and we were blessed with that. So that was a great time.
And when you were at, so you went to Kalmar. Mm-hmm. When you were there. So for reference for people, that is like an established Swedish club.
Yeah, I would say a mid club in the first league of Sweden. Yeah,
and some of the people that were there have gone on to have big jobs all around Europe. So one of is it Thomas Anderson Barstam? Mm-hmm. He's now at IFK Gothenburg. Is that right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. He was a big fan of yours.
Yeah, he was my sport director at the time.
Yeah.
And I had very good relationship with him for sure.
He sent another message.
Oh, really?
Do you want to see the message?
Yeah, of course.
This is starting to worry you now, isn't it?
A little bit.
It's getting on to that point. I've not been around your house. I've not been like stealing clothes off the washing line.
Feels like it almost.
Yeah.
Tjena Svante, det var länge sedan. Du börjar bli gammal nu, du är 28 bast och ska göra succé i Stoke. Annat var det på vår tid i Kalmar mellan 13 och 17 innan du tog vägen till Udinese. Där hade vi 4 fina år tillsammans, Svante. Och jag har följt din bana och du har varit hemma i Kalmar och gjort ett gästspel också ju. Men nu är det Stoke som gäller. Och jag vill önska dig ett stort lycka till, Svante, från hela mitt hjärta, och vi kommer följa dig härifrån Svedala. Sköt om dig, ha det gott, hej!
Yeah, nice, lovely message. Now, obviously, I would say he was probably my first sport director, so to say, because I was still young. I think 14, 15 when I signed my first contract there, and he was a sport director. So yeah, it's we had a special relationship over those 4 years. Obviously not the longest, because then I moved to Italy short after that. But yeah, lovely guy, for sure.
He was very happy again to send a message.
Good.
It's always nice. Good reflection on you.
Yeah, of course.
Good start.
It's
So
nice to hear.
when you are still a teenager, and obviously you're doing well in Sweden, you play for the national team, and you get the opportunity to move to Italy, am I right in thinking that you'd not even left your childhood home with your family
Oh, exactly.
when you went to Italy? Is that right?
Yeah, for sure. So it was a lot of back and forth with mom and dad, my wife. So yeah, it was a tough decision, but in the end, we're very happy that we did it.
Yeah. So you are. How old would you have been at the time? Was it 19?
18, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get into your head of what that's like. So you're a lad that's grown up in the southeast of Sweden. Obviously, you've played football for a long time and you're still living at home. And then all of a sudden, you get a phone call saying, do you want to go and live in? So for people who don't know where Udinese is, because obviously you hear about the team a lot, but you might not know where it is. It's in the very northeast, pretty much Slovenia, isn't it? How close it is to the border?
Almost I would say it's probably best to describe. It's an hour north of Venice.
Yeah.
So yeah, beautiful place.
Why there then?
all around.
How did that come about?
Yeah, how to say? Obviously, the club reached out and wanted me to go there, and I got a good feeling from the project and like this. So yeah.
What was the biggest shock to the system? Was it getting used to the new way of life in Italy, or was it leaving home?
A bit of both, I would say, and also to come there not knowing the language. It was a huge part of it because it's known for not the greatest English, if we say so. Also, the manager didn't speak any English at all the first 6 months when he was there. So it was really tough at the start, but slowly got into it, and
Do you think they were buying you as a prospect rather than going straight into the team because you played?
Of course, the thought was I'm gonna stay there at least the first year, see how it goes. Played couple of games, around 10 or something like that, and was a pretty good season, I would say, for when I was 18, 19 in the first league of Italy. So it was great. Then obviously I had a knee injury in the summer that set me back a long time. So I was probably out 7 months, something like that. Came back, started to play again. Then I had another injury, a bad shoulder injury in training. So obviously almost that whole year was gone for 12 months. So that it was hard, because in that age also you're not I was never experienced before with injuries as well. Just been going straight, and I could always train 100% and never had any problems at all. So it was a new experience, but I think that also made me strong in the end.
What do you think you struggled with the most then? Was it, I suppose, what excited you most? Was it the fact that you'd got independence, or did you constantly feel like you're a long way from home? I'm trying to get into like what it would have been like for a 19-year-old lad that came from a small...
No, I mean, I think it would have been very, very difficult without my wife, for sure. To have her there was a big part of it. Not to worry too much, but obviously you move first time away from your parents' house, and the same for her as well. So that we were there together was, Otherwise, I don't think either of us would have survived that.
That could have been a big strain on an early relationship at that age.
Yeah, for sure.
When you think back now.
Yeah, still we were together since we were 14, 15. So we already been together 4 or 5 years at the time. So it was still very stable relationship, but still is moving together, new country, only us there. So it was very, very special, but yeah.
So she'd finished high school the year previously, and then next thing she's in Italy with you.
Yeah, both of us at the same time. We finished school, and then the week after we moved. Yeah.
That's, if someone said that to you now, or if your kids
Yeah.
in 15 years time said, and by the way, I'm moving to Northern Italy,
Yeah.
you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's special. Obviously, we're both very happy that we could finish the school, and so in timing wise, it was perfect. And then obviously that we could do it together was a big plus. I don't think we either of us would have done it without.
Yeah, because she was writing a blog at the time, wasn't she, about her experiences?
Yeah, I think so. It's a long time ago.
Am
now,
I
so
telling you about this now?
No, I know. Obviously, I know about. But it happened so much since then. So yeah, because like I said, we were still young kids at the time. So yeah.
It's that season as well. You were involved in an 8-3. Is that right? Udinese beat a team 8-3 in that season that you were there.
Oh yeah, I think it was a cup game. I think. Yeah.
And then you scored against Napoli.
Yeah.
And Pepe Reina was in goal for
exactly.
Napoli at the time.
Yeah.
So some of the stadiums that you played, because you played against them, you played at Sampdoria, played at Atalanta.
Yeah.
So like when you think about that as a time, yes, the injuries obviously weren't ideal.
Yeah.
As a life experience.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, the thing I call like the biggest thing was obviously the goal against Napoli. It was after the game a bit like a surreal experience because you don't like realize it how it is, because they had the team at the time were top of the league with loads of unbelievable players with Mertens, Hamsik, Insigne. It was just a stacked team of unbelievable players, and to be able to compete with them for 90 minutes was a great feeling. And like I said, you don't realize until you come home like 2 days after what is a surreal experience. Yeah.
You say it quite nonchalantly, because like if let's say that it was the other way around and I said that I played in Serie A and I played against these teams, I think you would be more impressed if it hadn't happened to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say so. But then it's like, because it was so early, for me it's also like almost a different life in one. It's hard to explain, but obviously at the time it was also when you're that young, you don't have time to reflect on it. It's just
you think
go again. Yeah, and like you said, you don't realize it until when I think back on it, on how it should have felt and how big it was at the time, because 19-year-old and score there and play unbelievable game is not for granted.
No. When you look back on your time there, do you look back with happiness or do you look back with the regret that what happened with injuries? How do you think back at it?
It's a bit of both, but not with the regret of the injuries, because it's nothing I can control. More, I wanted the experience to be more positive at the early stage, I think. But like I said, it's nothing you can do about it with the injuries. Mostly positive. But I think as a country, I think we would enjoy the country more now when we were a little bit older. Enjoy the life outside of football more, for sure.
When you are late teens, early 20s, you are living in a different country where I imagine that you started to learn Italian, but you wouldn't have had a complete grasp of it like if you were at home. You're there with your partner at the time that you've been with since you were 14, 15, and you get injured. What do you think you would have been like to be around?
I hope I was quite okay, because I tried. Choose to have the mindset as soon as it happened to be very positive about it, and just focus on getting back stronger than I was before, and just focus on the positives as much as possible. Obviously, I would say the shoulder injury was harder for me, because I just came back, played 2 months, got injured again, out for 3-4 months. So that was more a mental thing than the first one, I think. Yeah.
When you left Udinese, obviously there's a few different loans and things like that, but I'll try not to get too much. I don't want it to be just like me just throwing clubs at you. You tell me your memories. You know what I mean? It's like, Rob, calm down. I know my stats.
Yeah.
Why Germany?
First of all, we wanted to try something new, just to get a fresh start. And I think the German football suits me very good, with a little bit more physical back and forth type of football. So yeah, mostly that.
When you turned to your partner at the time and you said, we're now leaving Italy, I know I've been on loan back to Sweden, I've been to you went to Germany before and stuff like that. When you say we're now going to move again, so this is now the third country that she's lived in and you've been together since you were 14, 15, what does she say?
She was more happy that we were going to find a stable home again to stay. I think that was very important for both of us, to get the fresh start, have a place where we're going to be the next coming years. So I think that was very important, and we always had the mindset that whatever happens, we do it together, and then it's just a temporary thing, the football career, and then after the career you can settle down in Kalmar in Sweden, and then we're gonna have another life again. So I think if you see it that way, it's a very positive thing to experience loads of different places. Now it's a bit different when we have kids, obviously, but it's still the mindset of when we move back, it's a new life, it's a restart, especially for me. So I think if you have that mindset, it doesn't change too much.
Where did you feel more comfortable, Germany or Italy?
No, I think Germany for sure, because we were there longer, and closer to Sweden as well, just to drive home. So yeah.
Was that quite important to you?
Yeah, obviously, very easy for family to come over, especially when our first son was born as well. To get them to visit a lot and be close to them was very important as well.
For the for people that have got a knowledge of football, that obviously Stoke fans that listen to this, the team that you joined, can you put it into context of the league that they were in, rather than me doing it? Like, tell us a bit about it. What style of football did they play? What was it like?
About Rostock, you mean?
Yeah.
No, huge tradition club. Unbelievable fans. Always sold out stadium. 27,000. Just came up from the third league to the second league, so the championship. But hard-working team, like most of the Germans, where German teams are. A lot back and forth football, that kind of stuff that suited me a lot at the time. Yeah.
How did you see it mentally? Because obviously you're going from a team that's in the top tier of Italian football, and Italian football is always known as like a really high standard.
Yeah.
What did you think about moving to that level at the time?
No, I think it was a great experience, especially to get a home where I knew we were gonna be for a few years. Was very important for me at the time, because I was probably 23, 24, something like that, to get a stable place to be, to start building the career again after the injuries. So I was just very positive about it, to have this new challenge. And obviously I played in Paderborn the year before in the same league, and I really liked it. And the German league with the fans they have, and the big stadiums, is a very attractive league.
When you signed for the team in Germany, you were obviously the fans really liked you. I obviously looked into what people were saying about you and the style of football that you played, and obviously people that watch you for Sheffield Wednesday, etc., etc. But because you get tagged as someone who's hardworking and runs around a lot, what do you think people miss about your game because they might see the effort first? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Yeah, I think sometimes they underestimate my technical ability and my vision of the game, because I do a lot of work for others to get them into spaces and for them to create stuff. So I think most that's the most usual thing, I would say. Just because you run a lot and fight a lot, then people don't see the smartness or technical side of it the same way. That's
the thing, when Stoke fans in historically and all the time, they love effort and they love people that are going to put in 110%, like Jonathan Walters, etc., etc. So that's one of the things I always find quite interesting. If people try really hard, people kind of miss some of the things that you do, like you say?
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it's a common thing to do, because it's still not in my case maybe, but other players who have the same, then they think they can just run and just do that, but still they play on a level where the other people who say that is not playing at. So it's a hard equation to get together, I think. Yeah.
When you were in Germany, you've touched on it just a few moments ago, but your first son was born.
Mm-hmm.
How did that change your life?
No, a lot, but yeah, to the better. I think also for the football, it's was for me very important, because then you have doesn't matter what happens on the pitch or in the training. When you come home, you just put that aside and focus on the family. So yeah, just positives.
Have you always been one of those people that wanted children?
Yeah, for sure. No, always wanted kids, and yeah, very happy now to have two.
We'll come on to the second one, because that was when you were in Sheffield. Is that
Yeah.
right? You mentioned it at the start. You've kept in touch with a lot of your friends. A lot of your friends come all over the world to see you play football as well. That's
yeah,
correct,
for
isn't
sure. Yeah.
it? Okay. Any particular that came to see you or come to see you a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot of them, to be honest. You want names?
Yeah, I do. Specific names, just to see if my research is correct. I want validation. That's what I want.
Arvid.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
Kalle.
Okay.
Melvin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a little game with you. One of them has sent a message. Who do you think it is? Who do you think would be the person?
One of the four.
Yeah.
I would say Arvid or Kalle. Yeah.
I think I've come too strong with these messages this time
Yeah.
round. It's probably freaking you out a little bit.
No, it's fine.
There we
It's
go.
okay.
There we go.
Hello guys, my name is Arvid and I'm a close friend to Svante. We've grown up together, went to school together, played football together, and when we were younger we actually used to play a lot of FIFA games with the Stoke team, with the likes of Peter Crouch, Roy Delap, Jonathan Walters. So for now we are really excited for him to be signing for such a big club as Stoke. Svante as a person is really caring, really hardworking, and I think that you will recognize that in the way he plays on the field as well. He will always leave 100% on the pitch, and yeah, we just want to congratulate him once again and say that we are really proud of him, and I think that you guys will achieve great things together.
Lovely. What a speech.
He is. He's looking forward to coming across to Stoke, apparently.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's been everywhere. Yeah, I've known him since I was 4 years old. We played football together. Then he ended up choosing to play ice hockey after that.
Oh, did he?
Around probably when I choose to play football, he chooses the ice hockey. But no, he's been one of my best friends since then, and still are. Yeah.
What are you like when you first move to a new city? The kind of person that tries to get an idea of the vibe, try and find out some nice restaurants, or you kind of let it come to you?
Obviously, I try to ask people what their opinions are, and now let's see, not choosing where we want to live yet, because like I said, we still live in Sheffield, but we're gonna move somewhere closer for sure. So we'll see then what area we're living in, and then find out there what's the best.
Where do you think you played your best football so far?
No, I think in Sheffield, because obviously with more experience and more games played as well, I think I grown into the league very well, and I really enjoyed the football here in England.
When you first got the call to go to Sheffield Wednesday, obviously, how much did you know about Sheffield Wednesday before you joined?
Number quite a few things, because it's always been a historic club like Stoke, so you always knew what they've been up to. Then obviously in the last 15-20 years gone down a little bit, not in the Premier League, and had some problems back and forth. So yeah, a bit, but not 100%. And obviously when you're Swedish, you watch the Premier League, not the Championship too much. So it was a great experience for me to get thrown into the league and see what it's like.
And it was Danny Roll, wasn't it, who signed you?
Yeah, exactly.
What was he like?
No, a great manager. Unbelievable tactic ability to change the games and like that. So yeah, he's meant a lot to me the first year to get me into the league, and yeah.
So you arrive in Sheffield. It's your first taste of moving to England.
Mhm.
You arrive there. You obviously got a son and a significant other in tow. What are your first impressions of living in England?
Oh, no, it's obviously a big contrast to Germany. But yeah, my wife Wilma had always wanted to live in England because of, I think, the language, because she had to learn Italian, then German, and then obviously now with English is much easier for both of us just to get started and get into it. So I think yeah, she was very happy with it.
Yeah. Without going into too much detail, obviously everyone knows it's been well publicised what it was like at Sheffield Wednesday when you were there. We hear a lot about what it's like for a club, and we obviously hear a lot about what it's like for the fans. What's it like when you're a player when all that stuff's going on?
I think it was a first for everyone. Every day was something new, and not in a positive way. But I think now, when you look back to it, that we still got the group together, still played, all the games in a good way, never like fall through completely. With the players we had a squad of 12, 13 senior players for 50 games. So I mean, it was a challenge, but now when you look back to it, I think we did it well, and it was a great experience for everyone.
When you hear about the issues, you obviously hear about the finances and people getting paid and not getting paid. Now, I imagine as a footballer, you'll be the first person to say, well, as long as the people that the people who work at the club get paid first, that's important. Let's kind of assume that that's the case. What's it like as a bloke when you don't know if your wages are getting paid?
I mean, for me, it's a bit easier because, obviously been a professional footballer for a longer time. But it's very hard to see the youngest players who maybe just had the first contract, or like you said. But the hardest part is obviously the people who works around the club on a minimum wage and don't get paid and had to pay mortgages and stuff like that. It's that was the hardest part, and luckily they paid them first, so they at least survived. But obviously it was a very bad situation for everyone involved.
You played in a Sheffield derby?
Yeah, a few.
Yeah, decent?
Yeah, it's a nice game.
Nice?
Yeah, but obviously the fans are very excited, and it's a good game to play in.
Do you think that, obviously, you were an impressive footballer and you play with the season, etc., etc. Do you think that when Stoke saw you playing for Sheffield Wednesday, do you think they were impressed by your talent and your ability, or how much, I suppose, do you think the way that you conducted yourself when all that stuff was going on played a part in?
I think a bit of both, but obviously I'm very confident in my abilities, and to be able to play 80 odd games now in the first 2 seasons shows for me, most important myself, that I'm capable of playing in this league and do it on a good level. So a bit of both.
Do you think the reason why you got player of the season was a little bit towards your ability, but mainly how you dealt with Peck in the
I hope not. But obviously I have a great connection with the fans at Sheffield and at Wednesday, and it's a special game where feelings get out, and that's how it is.
Shall I explain what happened for people that don't know?
You might do.
Okay, so I'm just going to paraphrase this.
Yeah.
So if you might be aware this happened, you might not be. So my mate who's a big Sheffield Wednesday fan, Ian, he said to me, make sure you mention this incident to him. So it was the Stoke City derby, and a Sheffield United player went over to the Sheffield Wednesday fans, and he was, I would say, celebrating vigorously. They might say something different. They might say he wasn't being very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like how I'm doing this? I'm trying to be really
that's
balanced,
fine.
aren't I? Yeah.
I like it.
And you, in no uncertain terms, told the player that wasn't acceptable and that he should maybe move away from the Sheffield Wednesday fans. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's the light version of it. So we stick with that. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your memory of that day?
And obviously it was a very, very strange day, because in the end we always kind of knew when a second deduction come that we were gonna go down because it was too many points to catch up. Then it was just unlucky that was gonna happen on that day. So I think it was very mixed emotions that day, because we still delivered a quite good game, but still lost. And obviously, what happened after the game happened, it's how it is. It's hard to explain, but obviously a very, very strange day.
So you've mentioned her quite a few times in this podcast, but you've been with the other half for a very long time now. Pretty much, not exactly, but roughly half your life.
Yeah.
Okay. So I imagine then that you must know her inside out. You know everything about her.
I hope so.
Mm. So how confident are you that you know her completely, 100%?
Confident.
But how confident? 1 to 10.
9.5.
9.5. Okay. So have you ever heard of the game Mr. and Mrs.?
No.
Okay. So shall I explain the concept?
Please.
What happens is I ask you a question, and you have to answer, and your answer has to match the answer that your significant other has given to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there's been a deception on this podcast, because I've already spoken to your wife about this, and she sent me some answers.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Are you ready?
That's worrying.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So here are the questions. What I need you to do, I need you to tell me what you think she will say. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, first question. What would be your wife's go-to takeaway choice, and what would the order be specifically?
Oh. We usually mix it up to go different places, but her favorite for sure would be like Asian fusion Wagamama or something like that.
Okay. And you're halfway there. What would she pick specifically? This is the first ever time we played Mr. and Mrs. on Potter's Pod, so welcome.
Specifically. I'm not. I don't really know what
That's
kind
not an
of
answer,
stuff.
I'm afraid, is it? That's not.
No.
That's not an answer. You said 9.5.
Yeah,
and
but
you've
probably
already...
like the bowl where you can choose yourself what's in it.
Mm?
Yeah, with chicken and rice and like that. With
Okay.
the teriyaki, I think that's her main choice.
If it was the other way round, would you say that is a specific enough answer? Because I don't think you would.
I think I would for sure.
Should we find out what she said?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is your other half.
My go-to takeaway order is a Wagamama, and I would choose like a rice bowl.
That's
with,
perfect.
Some Coke Zero.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
side.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
Question number 2 then,
Yeah.
right? So it's a beautiful day. You're at home, and maybe the kids are at daycare, or someone's looking after them, and you go, right, do you know what? I'll treat you. Let's go down to a pub. Let's go to a bar, right?
Oh.
What is the first drink that she orders? What is the second drink that she orders? And then, final point, because you know so well, 9.5, in your own words, what is the snack that gets put out onto the table?
Oh, I would say her first, if it's alcoholic drink, it's 100% Aperol Spritz.
Yeah.
And then the second one, probably either a Paloma or white wine.
Mm.
And yeah, we usually don't have probably olives. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
When we're at the pub, my first drink would be an Aperol Spritz,
Ding.
followed by a glass of Riesling, and we would probably share like olives or something.
100%.
I'm giving you, well, technically the wine, I'm giving you 2.5 on that.
Okay,
Right,
I think it was.
Okay,
10
I'll
out
give you
of
that one. That's fine. There are 5 questions. This is your third one. You're doing okay so far. I will give you that. That's fair enough. Third question on the first ever, the inaugural, if you like, Mr. and Mrs. on Potter's Pod. You're doing okay. You're doing all right. There's a few areas that you could have improved.
I
But I think
think
you're doing okay.
unbelievable.
You're doing. What would your wife say is the most romantic thing that you've ever done, according to you, rather than him? And please describe it in detail. What is the most romantic thing you have ever done for your
This
wife?
one you have to give me a little bit of thought. It's a long time, for 14, 15 years.
Well, and I don't want what you think is the most romantic.
No, that's why I try to think.
Yeah,
Because there's obviously a different way of thinking what
yeah,
she's thinking.
yeah.
But I would say, because I bought a film camera in secret for the wedding that we had last summer that she didn't know about, and had a friend.
She knew about the wedding. She didn't know about that.
They have a friend of hers filmed the whole wedding without her knowledge, and then I showed it to her afterwards.
I will say that Svante is quite romantic, but the most romantic thing is probably the morning after a wedding, and I woke up, and the first thing I say is how sad I am that we didn't hire a videographer. And then out of nowhere, he brings out a camera, like a video camera that he bought, and secretly made all our guests film the whole day. So we had like videos of all the people who were there and the whole ceremony and everything, and I had no idea. And I think that's like the best thing he ever done for me.
Exactly.
You're doing well, aren't you?
That was hard one to get out of, because I was thinking about further back first, but then it was more recent.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Does that suggest though that you haven't done that many romantic things? So that's just the most obvious one.
That's one way to see it.
No, but she said you are romantic.
Exactly.
So this is what's the best thing about Potter's Pod. You see,
Yeah. See, I'm just getting positives now.
Exactly. We're getting to know you as a person. This is what it's all about.
I have a feeling though it might come out different type of questions in the end.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You see where this is going? I'm that predictable.
You build me up positive and then just destroy me there.
Yeah. I am that predictable. Question number 4. There's only 2 more to go. You're doing really well. I'll give you this. That 9.5 is fair. What is the one household job that she would not trust you to do, and what evidence has she got to suggest you should not do that household job?
Oh, that's a few. No, but I'm usually, because I'm the one that's cooking at the household and have responsibility for the kitchen, I would say so. So it would be either cleaning or doing the washing. Washing is quite easy though, so I would say probably like vacuum and cleaning and stuff like that.
Do you know why I like this game? It's because I obviously know what she's going to say, but it also means that you are going to offer me information that I would have never known if I'd have just got the answer. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So I think this is the first one you've really slipped up on.
One job that I won't let Svante do in the house is the laundry. So his mom did all his laundry until we moved at 19, and he still doesn't know where the detergent goes. And
that's
complete
lie.
So
is that?
whenever he calls me and asks, where do I put the detergent? I'm like,
100% a lie.
Just leave it until I'm back.
Are you trying to suggest that your wife's lying?
Yeah, because obviously now I've been alone here for 4 weeks since I came back to Sheffield first and then here, and obviously I have to wash my clothes and been doing that at home. So but that's her opinion and I have to have to respect it. She's the boss.
For people that are listening or not watching, Svante's whole body language has changed quite a lot since we've playing this game. It was quite open and quite fluent before.
Now I'm getting protective.
Legs across.
Exactly.
This is really different.
Now it's serious.
Right, final one. The question was quite a simple question, is what is something that you do together that would look incredibly boring to everyone else, but it is genuinely one of your favourite things? What do you do with your wife that would look boring to everyone else?
Okay, boring to everyone else. What do we do together?
But it's genuinely one of her favourite things.
Oh, generally her favourite things. No, we watch a lot of TV series and stuff like that, but that's a bit too...
There's about 11 of these, by the way. I've just picked out what
really?
potentially are 5 of the most interesting ones.
So this is a very hard question, to be honest, because what's boring for other people?
It's potentially a bit of a tricky response here in Stoke-on-Trent for reasons which will become very clear in a moment. I would say for people that are listening then hear this answer, it might have been a translation issue. So I'm just helping your wife at this point.
Translation issue?
Yeah.
No, but obviously we like to play a few games together, so might be one of those.
Go on then, you might not be a million miles away.
Yeah, so then it's either like, the game backgammon.
Yeah, okay.
Or darts. But backgammon we haven't played in a while, so I probably have to go with darts. But I'm more interested in her, I would say. But she's seems to like it, if that's the answer.
Can I have your final answer, please?
Oh, I should change it now because you say it like that.
Maybe I'm trying to get in your head. I'm enjoying this. Can you tell?
No, but I would say, I have to say darts. I look in darts.
One thing that we do together that might look boring to others is playing darts together. I feel like that's something you do with your, like with the lads at the pub. But that's something we do together. Svante started a few years back, and I joined in when I was pregnant just to like do something with my time to make time pass. And I will say we're quite good, like the both of us. So yeah, that's something that we do.
Humble brag at the end as well, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, but I would say we're good in Swedish measures, you know. If you come here, the quality is a bit higher, I would say.
Yeah. Are you aware that darts is a massive sport in Stoke-on-Trent?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just for general in England.
Oh no. So in Stoke-on-Trent particular, darts is huge. Like the pub league in Stoke-on-Trent and Staffordshire is very high quality,
okay.
and it mainly comes back to people like Phil the Power Taylor. Do you know Phil the Power Taylor? So obviously we don't mention him too much because he's a Vale fan.
Yeah.
So we don't mention him around here too much. But then there was a period in probably early 2010s where the three of the top five. Isn't this nice that we can learn together? 3 of the top 5 best darts players in the world were all from Stoke.
Oh, okay.
So you had Adrian Jackpot Lewis, and you had Phil Taylor, and you had Andy the Hammer Hamilton.
Okay.
So that's the...
Nice.
Yeah, you even looked interested. At that point
I had no idea.
No idea. There's lots of Stoke darts nights here at Stoke as well. So you automatically, you and your wife, going to be invited to those.
Yeah,
you do
for
appreciate
sure.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No, we try to play something. We have a board at home that we use quite a lot, more and more.
Okay. So because you've been together for so long, and you do, as we found out now, know that you do know her quite well. What kind of an impact do you think she's had on your life?
No, a huge one. Obviously, I probably would have moved back after a year from Italy if she wasn't there. So it's been unbelievable experience to share this journey with her, and now also with our kids.
Don't take this the wrong way, because a lot of people might have left you a little bit early if you kept moving around as much as you have.
Yeah, for sure. No, but I think, like I said before, that we had this mindset from the start that this is a journey for a shorter period of time that we're gonna enjoy as much as possible.
You said right at the start that one of the reasons why you came to Stoke City because the club's ambition matched your own. What are your own ambitions?
No, like every boring football player would say, I want to be as good as possible. But no, I think it's pretty clear for us to be in the top 8 and give it a chance this season to get us one level up.
What has to happen for you to be as good as possible?
My mindset has always been I give 100% every day, every training, every game, and that automatically will give me the best opportunities to be as good as possible in the long term.
What type of players do you need around you? What do you need to be? What kind of style does it need to be for you to be as good as you can be?
No, but like I said before as well, I am a big athletic player who likes to go back and forth up the pitch, and that suits me well. And I think this league is all about that, counter-attacking football. And so far I really enjoyed this league, and it suits me well.
Thank you very much for coming on. It's been good fun.
Yeah, very.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course.
Now you need to go back and listen to all the other Potters pods of all your teammates. You can learn a bit about them.
For sure.
And apparently it's been a good way for other people to find out about their teamates. People have listened to it and then they've gone and started conversations.
That's great.
Okay. You're not going to do that, are you?
No. I'm just kidding. Of course I will.
Actually, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Cheers.